Hey folks, Jamie Katz, aka Cannonball, Huntin on a Budget, Texas. Back with you again. We've been kind of gone for a couple of weeks. We had a visit from our son. Came back from the Navy.
This guy.
Came back from the Navy for a couple of weeks. He'd been deployed out in the South Korea there on the Carl Vinson. He's over there with the U.S. big fleets over there flexing our muscle a little bit, and we're very proud of him. But he had to go back, and so he's gone now, so things are getting back to normal around here. So I wanted to get back to shooting a few little videos here, get back to where we once were. You might notice that I haven't done anything with the food plot videos that I shot previously. That food plot, it just went all to hell, I'll tell you. I think that I actually did it a little bit too late in the season, so I'm not going to blame the product. I'm just going to blame the fact that I just did it a little too late and probably didn't take care of it properly. Along with the dry weather and the heat, just hadn't worked out. So I'm not going to worry about going into that any further. What I wanted to do though is follow up on something I said I was going to talk about. I believe at one time when you saw my horrible shooting technique, I believe I told you I was going to come back and talk to you about this Sig Sauer P238. This is a pretty amazing firearm. Right now, what I'm trying to do is just give you some quick insight to the firearm itself. I want to show you how simple it is to break it down. While I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you about the philosophy of use. The philosophy of use on this, I don't usually get into that because to each his own. But remember, this is only a 3-inch barrel, so very short. So when I say philosophy of use, what I'm talking about is this firearm is a self-defense firearm. It is made for close quarter self-defense. It is not a firearm to be used. And there's Grady Michael. That's the young one in the family there. And he's a joy to have around, obviously. And he's also a handful. As you see, he's got red hair just like his mother. But
Whatever.
anyhow, talking about this firearm here. When you talk about this firearm, you talk about the use of this firearm. Breaking it down is real simple. You can see exactly what I did there. I just took that centerpiece out. It basically functions very much like a 1911. In fact, it is a 1911 style frame. Not a lot of drag on it, not a lot of sharp edges. Again, very simple to break down, very simple to take down, very simple to clean. You can see the barrel. So remember, when I say philosophy of use, what I'm talking about is this is a self-defense weapon or a plinker at a target, at a range, but it is not a firearm that you're going to be shooting 25, 30 yards. If you end up ever having to utilize this thing in self-defense, it's going to be very close quarters, and it's just going to be one of those situations. So that's just going to have to deal with, and we never want to have to deal with anything like that. But the world we live in, unfortunately, puts us in a position where occasionally we find ourselves having to protect ourselves or our family, and we want to be prepared to do that if it ever comes about. Again, it's nothing we want to be a part of, but it is what it is in the land we live in. That quickly, the firearm goes back together. Take the safety back off. Release the hammer. Basically check it. It is empty. I'm going to release the hammer one more time. Real quickly, that is a .380 caliber. This is a 10 millimeter round. This is a .380 round. You can see the difference in size. The .380 is basically a 9 millimeter Luger short. Again, less power. Being that it's got less power, is not something you're going to use on anything spectacular like a 10 millimeter, which you could actually hunt with, which I'm going to do this season. But this is a self-defense or practice round. A lot of people don't like it. They think it's too small. But remember, shot placement counts more than shot power. Someone tells you they shoot a 45, but they can't hit the side of the barn, and they shoot like I shot when I illustrated the 10 millimeter last time, they're not going to do nothing except make a bunch of noise. You got to be able to hit your target. This will do much better than a 45 if you can hit your target every time. Keep that in mind. I'm going to go down to the range here in a couple minutes. I'm going to take a few shots, just show you what it looks like, show you how it is at about a 5-yard range with somebody who's Not an expert by any means, but I understand how to handle the firearm. So I'm going to illustrate it, tell you what it feels like, and we'll finish up at that point. We're going to go ahead and step away for a moment, and I'm going to get ready to go. All right, folks, we're out here on the place. We're going to take a few shots. You'll notice the target over there, just a cardboard target. Remember, we're hunting on a budget. We work for a living, so the easiest thing to do is to get on a job site, get a little extra cardboard, and draw your own little target up rather than going and paying 15 bucks a pop. If you got an ability to do that, that's the best way to do it. Save you some money. A target's a target. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just something that you can utilize to practice with. So we're going to be shooting from this stake right here. That's basically 15 feet. That's 5 yards, 15 feet. Bear in mind that most of any contact you have, if you find yourself in a position where you're having to protect yourself or your family, generally you're going to be much closer than that even. This is actually a little bit further than what you would expect. Generally the rule of thumb is about 7 foot, and pretty rough when you get in a situation like that. So keep that in mind. Here's the firearm. We're going to go ahead and rack one up, get ourselves in position. And here we go.
Hey, pretty good, babe.
All right, so that's from 5 yards. You can see where I hit. I'm aiming for center mass, and everything was in that general range of center mass. So that's what you're looking to do, at least in my case. That's what I would do if a situation happens. I'm aiming for the biggest target. You got people that want to aim for the head. They want to tell you to do a headshot. Look, start low and work your way up. You've got the widest part of the target. I'm not telling you to go out and shoot somebody. I'm saying if you ever find yourself in that situation, this is easy. I'm calm. I'm out here on my place shooting. You get in a situation where this is real life, your accuracy is going to go down 75 to 80%, and you're going to find yourself very, very, very excited. Not happy excited, just your adrenaline's pumping. It's going to be something that's
fight
very
or
difficult,
flight.
something very difficult to work through. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and fire a few more rounds through this thing, and then we're going to finish up the video. Everything else center mass, as you can see.
Not too
Let me
shabby.
tell you something, folks. Sig Sauer P238. That's a 380 caliber. At 5 yards. Baby's pretty good. You can see that. Put 12 rounds, 14 rounds right in the center mass. The gun, the firearm is going to do the job. It's up to the user, the end user, to practice with it and get themselves comfortable. And that's how it's going to work, folks. So I'll tell you what. That's much better. I'll tell you what. It's a hot day. I just fired 2 clips through it. Again, we're hunting on a budget, folks. So don't expect many more. Okay, don't expect many more clips. 380 rounds are not cheap. And but again, if you're looking for a nice personal protection firearm, remember it is a 1911 style, so you need to be familiar with that. Designed to be carried, cocked, and locked. If you look at it just like that, it will not do anything. You have to take the safety off. At that point, it will fire. Designed to be carried, cocked, and locked. If you want a double action only pistol, don't get this one. This is a single action pistol designed to be carried this way. If you're not going to carry it this way, and you're going to carry it with the hammer down, remember all you have at that point is a club until you get that hammer back. Person can cover 21 feet in 1.5 seconds. If you got to draw this thing out and you still got to pull the hammer back, you might be in a physical confrontation more so than defend yourself with this firearm. Be prepared to use it in any case. Hope you don't. Right? Pray you don't. There we go. Hope you don't have to use it. Pray you don't have to use it. But if you do have to use it, pray that you use it effectively and you protect yourself and your family. I love you folks. Thanks for joining in. God bless America. God bless my family. God bless the United States Military Service. I love y'all. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.